Hello and welcome to the EZHR weekly update. It's the update of all things HR so you can concentrate on what you do best, and that's running your business. So happy new year, I hope you're well, and I hope we've all got through the Christmas period in one piece, maybe a bigger piece than you first intended. Now, in terms of kind of things that have gone on, there's no major changes, but there's a few interesting things that have come up. Firstly, the UK Health Security Agency have advised parents who've got young children, either in nursery or school settings, if that child's got a fever, not to make sure that child isn't going into school or nursery. In the main, this is going to affect carers, and you're probably going to start to see employees ask for time off for dependents, and that's when a child becomes sick on a day, and they can't take them to school, so they need to take time off to look after that child. Just remember your obligations in that. People do have a obligation for time off for dependents, and that's an emergency. If people are off for a prolonged period, you can ask that person to use either unpaid leave or to take holiday at that point. What this tends to elicit at this point, if people have had a lot of time off for dependents or time off for emergencies, you can have a conversation with this person. I wouldn't use it as a challenging conversation, but I'd certainly have a conversation to ask and understand why and how these things are happening, and see what support you can give and see what you need to address to do that. Additionally, the Tribunal Service have given us an update on figures for 2022. They've confirmed that in the period from July to September last year, the figures from 2021 to 2022 have increased by 51%. So we're seeing 51% more cases. That's not unusual given the economic climate that we're in at this moment in time. And they've actually advised that the backlog in certain areas is actually 16 months at the moment, which isn't particularly surprising given where the backlog was before. The Tribunal Service are trying to put things into place to make things quicker, but people are looking at a fairly lengthy backlog to deal with these issues. In the blog post and in the post above, we'll have some details in around what the average payouts are, and they've given details in around that. Additionally, there's been some research that's come out this week that said 4 million workers are looking at a secondary employment at this moment in time. I think it's interesting, we did a post just before Christmas about the changes to those that are on 0 hour contracts and are below the lower earning limits. They have no obligation to inform you of secondary employment, and even when there's a conflict of interest. And similarly, we've seen people take up, do things which become content creators on OnlyFans, which we did a video on earlier this week. If you have got people that are looking at secondary employment, if they need to disclose that to you, make sure it's in your contract. If not, make sure you do that when you update your contract. And then also just remind people that you need to be aware, and certainly where there's a conflict of interest as well. Have conversations and be open about that. I hope you found that helpful. We'll have a full blog post in the details below, and hopefully see you soon. All the best. Take care. Bye.